What's going on, everybody? It is your boy. Welcome into Fat Boy Fragrance Reviews, and of course, you know who I am. I am Mr. Fat Boy, aka the realest, baby, aka the Shield Free Man and Fragcom, aka the Eagles fan, aka that's when the timestamp starts. And if you are a Cowboys fan and you decide you want to leave now, I get it. I understand. You don't like to be around winners. I'm a winner, baby. What can I say? In life, in sports teams, and in fragrances. I understand if you want to leave. But if you want to hang around, I'm going to give you some great fragrance content. And if you are new to my channel, then come on in, baby. Hit them like and subscribe. Join the Fat Boy family. A place of positivity, of energy. And I promise you my best effort every time I bring you fragrance content. Alright, you want to sample anything I talk about? Go on over to fatboyfragrance.com, fatboyfragrance.com, where the customer is always right, baby. Let's get all up in this double dip bougie versus budget. How close are these two to God of Fire? How many damn God of Fire clones are we going to do? After I get done with these, I got one more coming in, and then we'll do a new God of Fire list. Keep them coming. Let's do it, baby. You know how we do it. No edits, no do-overs. I do one take, and I always get it right. Fat Boy Fragrance Review starts now. We are back. I feel like I've done this. This is deja vu all over again. But we got to do two more God of Fire clones here. And I have another one coming in tomorrow or the next day. Or it's already come in, but I don't know, it might already be here for all I know. I don't know when this video comes out, but I'm about to add it to this list and do it, that video and that one too, and then we'll do an ultimate list again till the next one comes out. These are our newest ones. We're going to do a bougie versus budget on it, but first let's talk about the real deal. Of course, you know your boys got it. I don't ever do a bougie versus budget if I can't help it without having the real deal. How to compare it to? There you go, God of Fire. There you go. Just a stunner of a fragrance. Oh God, just beautiful, 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 beautiful. This is the newest version of, we can say this is Baccarat Rouge 40. You know, of the new age. You know, this can be blended with anything. It's unisex. It works for anybody, and it's universally loved. All right, so the two versions of this that we're comparing to. One is from Lattafa. It's called Opulent Dubai. Pretty close. And the other one is from I think it is Emper. And it's called, from the Lord of Flames collection, it's called Lord of Flames. For the Dragon collection, excuse me, Lord of Flames. There you go. And they also do, I think they do Sand Snake too in this one. They have another one, Pink Boa maybe. But this is the one I have, and you can see it's pretty much copying it. They all of them do the same thing pretty much. If you look at Zagat's version of it. Okay. Then you look at the one that's very piped up is this one right here. Looks like it. The only one that doesn't really is Paris Corner's version of it. Mango Bliss. Kind of does its own thing so far. And of course, the Gulf Orchard coming in, Mango Ice, looks nothing like it either. But let's compare these two now. Show them all three. There we go. Alright, so how we do this bougie versus budget, we base it on three things. We base it on first impressions in the air. How close are they to the original? Second box, performance. Which one, do they perform better than the original or worse? Thirdly, what is the overall experience? Alright, so here we go. We'll start off first with Lattafa's Opulent Dubai. This one runs you about $35-40 bucks. This is about $200. It's 100 ml, 50 ml. Alright, so we're going to put the budget on this hand, the bougie on this wrist right here. Here we go. Right there. We're gonna put them both on the wrist. There we go. And then we'll put the budget, also bougie. I'm sorry, put the bougie both on my wrist right here, so they'll be able to compare. Then we're gonna put the budget Lattafa right here, and we'll compare them like that. And we'll go ahead and put the other version too on there, and then I'm gonna do first impressions in the air. But I'm gonna go ahead and let these settle on my skin while we're doing that. Okay, I'm gonna do it a little bit different today. All right, so let's spray this one in the air. All right. Oh man, such an amazing fragrance. Now let's spray the Lattafa in the air. Man, it's pretty close. Pretty close. I would say about it's close. It's close. Now let's spray the Emper Lord of Flames in here. It's got a little funk to it. So overall in the air, first impressions in the air, I would say the Lattafa's closer in the air by a good bit. On the skin, first impressions, they both fail miserably in my opinion on that. But what I will say, this smells closer in the air. It's about an 85% there. This is about 80%. It has a real offness to it. It's a very noticeable, very noticeable. Like they are both missing the boat big time from the opening. Super big time. On the skin, it's even more noticeable. Like there's more of a floral component with this one than there is with the original. They're leaning more into the floral component and less in the mango. This one's leaning more into like a fruitier component, but it's coming off not so much like mango and more of a kind of a sour fruit vibe. It's kind of giving a funky smell to it. It has the essence of it, they both do, but if you don't have the real deal, you can really pick up on those small things like that. Are they passable? Yes, but there's better versions of these that do it better for the same or cheaper price on the opening so far. So far as the opening first impressions go, I would say Lord Flames loses that. It's the less of the two. This one's at 80%. This is probably gonna be at 65% close. All right, moving on to the next round. I wore all three of these side by side with the real OG, and I gotta say, this one had very bad performance. It was like a 2-hour session and it was gone. I couldn't even smell it anymore. I asked somebody, could you smell it? They had to get up on me and they barely could smell it. Whereas God of Fire is not the best performing fragrance, but by God, you get 4 or 5 hours out of it. Easy. No problem, sometimes 6. It's a decent performing fragrance. Lattafa, a lot better job. I would say easily it matched and kept up with it. So I would say Opulent Dubai definitely keeps up with the performance, so we'll give it a pass on that one. This one's just falling behind. It doesn't smell enough like in the opening. It definitely doesn't perform at all. So at this point, what are you buying? A non-performing, a terrible performing fragrance that's about 70% to 65% there so far. Not a good job so far for Lord of Flames. Okay. As far as Opulent Dubai goes, I'm gonna kind of spray it in the air again. I'm gonna get a little more feel in this one more time. Opulent Dubai definitely is the closer of the two at 80%. Where this one really starts to pick up speed is in the dry down. It gets closer to around 88%, 85, 88%. This one just gets farther away. I've never seen a fragrance go farther away and then get closer. This one ends up being probably about 50% accurate. The worst accuracy I've ever seen on a God of Fire clone is Lord of Flames, and it's not even close. It has a funkiness to it, an offness to it, and it never really, it's the essence of it. It is the fragrance that people sell you out of the back of their cars. You know, those traveling salespeople. It smells funky. It's just really bad. This whole Emper line is a really bad company. I won't be buying much from them anymore. I really don't recommend this line at all. This one is a substantial fail. Just leave it out of the group. Let's talk about Opulent Dubai. Doesn't have a chance to be good enough to beat, say, some of the other ones. I don't know. It's going to be real. Its strengths is its performance and its dry down. The opening could be better. It just leans more on the floral components too much. But overall, I would say it's about an 85% score. Solid, not the best, but still way better than the Emper line. I can say that I can recommend this. If you like more of a floral vibe, then yes. And if you like that in the opening more, some people might like that. Then go for it. I think it's a nice take on Lattafa. So at 85%, close, but with a nice take, I think it's a solid performing fragrance and a solid addition to your collection if that's what you're looking for. All right, that's all the time I got. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day. And you know I always tell you, babe, if you smell good and you feel good, then it's gonna be all good. That what fragrance you use is out.
Smell that, fat boy, ain't no shilling his set. Paid for the bottles, never duck the debt. Authenticity, dripping every cent I get. Frauds need a